Mm.
This way. Over here, my daughter told us she was always up, right?
Yep.
All right, everybody. Hi, I know I'm live. I'm just sitting here, not showing much. Here we go. This is pressure map. Get a better look at the planet this way. Let's go over here and go satellite. I'm going to leave it here for a minute. I'm still trying to get the invite out. Whoops. Hope I don't get hit for anything. Invite should be going out, I hope. And I'm going to go over here and zoom her in a little bit. Canada. Zoom her in one more. Come on up in panel. We'll zoom it into where you're at. I'm going to put it on the West Coast where we have that big storm coming in. Remember, coming soon to where you're at. Yep, this will be coming soon to where you're at. Come on in. There's a link pinned to the top of the YouTube. I don't remember where I'm at. Pinned up here in the blue at the top of the chat. There's a link there. Leave a comment. Hit the thumbs up. It's first 3 minutes, we are currently watching the Windy website at this storm last 2-hour feed. Here, let's go to last 12-hour feed. This is always a fun one. This is what this big monster has done in the last 12 hours. Then I'm going to go over to my other favorite website. Here's the satellite feed for today. I'm going to put it on true color. We're in the regional section. I'm going to go continental here. West Coast. There's daylight today. That was morning.
You got one that shows night?
I'll show you when you're looking at this one.
Mm-hmm.
Why blank it out? Now see this line coming across here, that was daylight this morning. That's what she looked like, and that's what's done. And here comes sunset, night.
Oh, wow.
And I have it on the setting where we could sit here and watch the clouds. Now, if you want to see something really trippy, and then I'll show you something really trippy. You go over here on this website to the left side, you hit air mass.
That is a trip.
It's a little trippy, huh?
The different colors.
Yeah. Now you think that's trippy, right? I'll let it play through.
Yeah, the colors is what amazes me.
All right, here we go. Playing through. It won't have a daylight or a night dark on it. It's pretty trippy, I think. Now you go over here again. Remember, we're looking at the whole continental West Coast. You go over here in this, and you come down here and hit anti-microphysics. Physics. You hit this.
Whoa.
For all those people on gummies.
Wouldn't want to be on an acid trip, that's for sure.
Mushrooms?
Or mushrooms, yeah.
Ooh. I don't know how to read this one. My buddy said he was going to give me an idea what all that was, but you know how that goes. I'm going to put it back over here on tiny bit of trippy. I'm just going to let this roll for a minute. I'm going to go back over here. Just one watching. That's a bummer. Only one watching. Nobody's coming in yet. I must have waited too long for all the friends I have. The East Coast crew must be asleep. Probably asleep out there in Oklahoma, too. I didn't see I'd pause that until I looked at it. This is the 12-hour loop on infrared. I think this best says it all. Had you seen if he was asleep? And you did tell me.
You didn't know?
Well, you could have hinted. just like. Well, let me see. Can't play music sounds because YouTube freaks out.
Yep.
Can you even play a video game?
I don't know.
All right, guys, we're letting this play. We shouldn't be. We should probably be making some noise, but I haven't heard nobody come in. I'm gonna go over here and check anybody in the chat. Three watching. Come on in, leave a comment, like, subscribe. Just sitting here watching the weather, letting it stream. Hello, Cheryl. Hey, Cheryl sent you a message.
Oh, what? I can't.
Hang on. It says, damn girl, you have 598 views on one freaking video. Congratulations, Sarah. The mic's on.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Come up on panel if you want, Cheryl.
I'm going there now.
I know where Cheryl is. Cheryl. Okay, out one. We'll do better. Who's this? Oh, come on, get your mouse back over here.
Is that me?
It was, but I have this mute button
Okay.
that just mutes you, but you're still on this little screen thing here. Look, I'll show you. Bling.
Okay.
Go here right now. Talk to Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl.
I did pin the link, didn't I? Yeah, I pinned StreamYard.
I haven't been over there to look.
She says, hey, Sarah, pretty exciting for you. She hadn't gone and looked. We were on the freaking Oracle show, Cheryl, and he just got up, and I decided to show some oh.
What?
You just got off.
Yeah.
I was
'Cause it was
doing
like a-
it. I was doing this
Oh.
on your camera.
Yeah, I'm really amazed that I got that many views. I'll have to go check it out.
Studio.
I'm going.
Remember, it was one flick over or something. It says YouTube Studio.
Right there.
All right. Hey, Sarah, pretty exciting for you. Laughy face. That's amazing. That's... Well, I got it the first time. See how my brain fixed that word? So I didn't have to read the second one. Yeah, pretty cool, huh, Cheryl?
Okay. What am I doing? What am I missing? I can't.
Well, you got comments on some of
Oh,
these.
yes.
600 right here.
That's 600 comments.
37 likes. God, I wish I was better at these. I bet you Cheryl has one of these phones. Let's go into what is this? Comments. Hi, potato. Me too. So there's a whole bunch of comments on the. There's comments there. Just play with it. It's not like you're gonna delete the video. Well, it looks like it's like kicking ass up at your area, Cheryl. Wow, what's it like at my brother's? Oh. Oh, today I'm going to jump it down to 2 hours. Last 2 hours. Here's this. I'm going to go regional. Stop that. Eight hours, 598 views. See, Cheryl's a master at this.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking at it now. It says real time 699 views in the last 48 hours.
Well, since you posted it.
Yeah.
So they haven't been posted that long, really. They had to be published. Just hanging out. Looking for somebody to come and chat. Be right there, Cheryl. Oh, get back over here. Hello, Cheryl.
Hello.
Hey, Cheryl.
Hey, Sarah. Did you find your page okay on your phone?
Yes, I found it great.
Okay, so it must not be updated because I'm showing 598 still. So that is awesome, and it could be going to that other format that I was explaining to you. That second format that it sends the shorts to. That might be the difference between what I'm seeing and what you're seeing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to talk to you both. So glad you guys are both together tonight.
What did I do?
No. I wanted to direct what I said to the live stream today at Silver's. Was not directed at you guys. It was directed at one specific person that was on the panel with us.
Oh, I never took offense.
I never took it if it was me either.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to clarify. It was neither of you. It's just this one new person that's been coming in as long as Sarah has been coming in. So you can read between the lines and figure that out.
I already know who you're talking about. Enough said.
Yeah. See, and
I never took offense, Cheryl.
okay, cool. But yeah, people a lot of people just don't understand. You can't just come into someone else's live stream and try to take over.
You
You know what
can't.
I mean?
No, that's just very disrespectful.
Yeah,
Improper. Yep.
it almost felt like a room raid.
Right. All about me. You know, well, I'm sorry, but a lot of that.
No, and then the friends all showing up.
Yeah.
The people, the haters, the whatever, they all
Yeah.
showed up
Wow.
too. So it
Yeah.
almost seemed like a room raid.
But yeah, I mean, I never realized that I could do that on YouTube. So Daryl's been teaching me.
Yeah. Broke fishing.
Broke fishing,
I caught that today before he even said anything, and I was like, oh.
Well, see, I actually have my Gmail address isn't actually Sarah Farrar. It's actually Broke Fishing too.
Oh, right on. Excuse me. Oh, but yeah,
So
I wanted.
She already has a backup channel.
Yeah.
Well, whatever works, right? I just wanted to clarify that with you guys, so you knew that I wasn't directing that towards either of you.
No, never even thought.
I never thought that. I never thought.
But I want to thank you and Daryl both for getting me into this YouTube. I'm gonna really get into it and really start posting videos, lots of videos of potato.
Well, that just proves it to you right there. You really doubted yourself that one video could get that much views.
Yes.
Because I'm showing 8 hours. In 8 hours, it had 598. So you've got a quicker update, a more accurate update than me.
I mean, wow. I am really excited.
That is, she's really happy about it.
Well, I would be too. I mean, I've never gotten 598 videos. It's the difference between it being an animal and it being a short. Now, if you could make them like a minute and a half, whatever their limit is, you know.
Their minute is 60 seconds.
60. Yeah. Well, that's long enough to, to play with the bird and let people see your, hey, simple video. And you got, how many seconds was it? 51 seconds?
Yeah.
598 views off of a 51-second video? What the frick?
Hey, yeah, I know. And what we thought of an idea, we were talking about it, is she's going to try to teach Potato to say like and subscribe. But she's going to document how she does that.
Yes.
It would make a little bit longer videos besides the shorts, but it's videos, and I bet they get views too.
And I'm also gonna start documenting. I'm trying to quit smoking.
Oh, good for you. I had to go to the vape pen to quit smoking.
Oh well, I've got the patch on. I'm using the patches.
Mm-hmm.
Fairy butt.
It's on fairy head.
Oh.
Just don't put another one on until that one's completely worn, till it's time
but I'm gonna start when I go home tomorrow. I'm gonna start documenting the
journey.
Yeah, the journey.
The journey. It is a journey. Trust me.
It is. I've been smoking for 50 years.
Yeah. See, I was right at like 38 years. I was smoking.
And I'm only 56.
Yeah, you got not much older than me. I'm going to be 54 this year.
So, I mean, I've been smoking for 50 years. Oh, I think it's time.
66, huh?
No, I'm 66.
No, I'll be 54.
So
yes, but 1966.
No.
69.
69.
Summer is 69. Yeah. Very last day of summer. August 31st. I barely made in by the skin of my teeth.
Well, how old am I if I'm 1967?
2 years older than me, so you're going to be 55.
So you're younger than me.
You're going to be 56 this year.
You're 60.
Yeah, at the end of this year.
You're younger than me.
Yeah, but not far.
Actually, over on Devo's page, I don't know if you guys have been, I think Brooke Fishing's been there, but yeah, and you've been there too, Sarah. We're
Oh, yeah.
all really close to the same age. There's only a few of them that are like maybe 38,
Yeah.
one of them 40 something, but majority of us are
Oh, geez.
closer to our 50s or already in the 50s.
Right.
Did you catch Devo actually gave me a little shout out? I did the weather thing for them this morning. They popped my live feed up. I muted.
I wasn't on this morning. I didn't sleep well last night, so I was still
That's
asleep.
pretty cool. I just wanted to show them the weather in upstate's like I wonder like what it's like in New York. And I did one of these numbers. I went New York. Oh, that's only
Click a button.
Yep.
Oh, so you can look right where I'm at, can't you?
He's
Yes.
so good at it. And I can't
New
do
York.
that on my phone. But hopefully we can get my laptop
There's
going.
New York right now. We'll figure it out. It's saying hard drive error. I'm hoping it ain't the worst. I am going to talk to my brother in the morning.
I'll write it in private chat if you don't know what town I live in.
I don't know what town you live in.
She
Okay.
lives around Longview.
You weren't supposed to say
Around.
that.
That's it.
Oh, I didn't know you doxed yourself. I only know that because hearing you in chat.
I always just say Kelso Longview area, so nobody, it's a little bit harder, but it's no big deal. I'm out there already.
Yeah.
When I first came onto YouTube, my last name is Well, until a girl stalked me, and then I took the rest of my last name off.
See, my last name's up there too.
But I want one that says none of your fucking business.
Hey, here, did you get to see this? Oh, this today? Oh, I probably didn't show it because it's Silver's page, not mine. But we need more of these. Oh, not that.
Not that.
More of this.
Yeah, you got to get copies of that. That's freaking funny. I used to have one that was one that you kept in your car, and it was nice perk job asshole or something like that, and it had Mickey Mouse on it with the middle finger sticking up.
I want a copy of this.
Yeah.
Where can I get a copy before I go home?
I'll try to get you the file out of my computer, and you can have it printed wherever.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
Because I think I have that in my thing. It's like a picture. I have the file in my computer for making them.
Mm-hmm.
I already have somebody I got to give this to, so.
Because I had somebody really just act like butthurt over something I said that was personal to me, and I'm in a couple Facebook pages, and the girls I got in those pages after my wife passed, and the girls in that thing, if I wouldn't comment for a day, at first it was a day, and they've lightened off to a week. If I didn't make a comment or anything, they had made my Facebook phone would be ringing. If I didn't answer that, one of them had my personal phone number because she wanted to call and talk to me, so I did. I didn't answer my Facebook ringer on Messenger. My house phone started ringing. Are you okay?
Wow.
Here's one that's a trip for you, Cheryl. This is College of DuPage. Oh God, I just can't say it. It's Next Lab, satellite and radar. You go over here on the left side. I have it on 200 images. Check this out.
Oh yeah.
Dang, where's that at?
This is where you live, where my mouse is. This is the setting for metaphysical.
So it's coming right at me.
Yep.
Here.
Well,
I'll back to where
We
you.
better go look outside and see what is that like snow or something again? Please tell me that's not snow again.
Well, here, this same thing. This is the end product from them using this product.
Ooh, that doesn't look pretty.
No.
But this looks like it's going to swing into Canada.
It is pretty dang cold out here right now.
Windy?
No, not really, but just really, really crisp. Like, yeah, it feels like it's about ready to freeze, so I need to
Can you
check my...
can you see the stars?
Oh, I doubt it. Let me look again. I'm already in the other room.
Oh, I thought
on.
you were still outside.
Oh, hell no, it's cold out here. Let me turn my light off so I can see. Dang!
I must be really cold.
No, it's white sky. Oh my God! Colder than a witch's tit out there. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, it's definitely cold.
All right, thank you for the Jamaican weather report from our correspondent in the field, Cheryl M. in Southern Washington. It's freaking cold. The sky is white, and she thinks it might rain or snow, but it's definitely freaking cold. Thank you for the Jamaican weather report.
Yeah, it just went right to my bones. Oh my gosh. I'm back inside and I'm still shivering.
Yeah, I know that kind of cold.
Well, the Southwest Washington Regional Airport says it's only 46.
That would be across the river from me. Yeah, it says 46 right now. I just updated my other phone. It feels colder. It feels colder than 46.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
There's that wind chill in that nobody ever adds in, which brings it down from 46.
Well, where my apartment is, it's a fourplex. So the two in the front get blasted with the wind. The one next to me gets blasted with the wind, and I'm on the one corner that I'm in a little cove. So I don't feel the wind when I walk out there. That doesn't mean if I go all the way out to the street that it's not windy out there.
Here's our pressure centers.
I
have to back out this far.
Enough.
Buddy.
So what? The dark blue is what I don't want?
This is the high pressures coming in onto Canada. Another one straight off you.
Oh, great.
And there's a high pressure. It's been sort of stuck here all day over Nevada, Utah. This is wind, also wind. And there's a wind chart on the bottom right. I switched it to mile per hour. It's showing 45 plus. But here we'll go in again. This is the wind with the pressure lines on it. That's Medford. You know where you're at.
Yeah.
I hate to dox people, but
nobody can read it. Nobody can read what that is.
I know. Well, I didn't mean to even say the name.
No, it slipped. It's no big deal. And it's no big deal. I'm not worried about it. There's not even hardly anyone here right now. So I've got my other phone going. So that's one person. And then Rochelle. Hello, Rochelle. Please don't kill me if I say this wrong.
Oh, Rochelle. Good friend of mine. Rochelle. She's a member of our church.
Did I say it wrong? Paputis?
I'm not sure. Let me go back over here.
Oh, I better watch my mouth. God sleeps with a few cuss bombs here. Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. I throw cuss bombs myself still, even though I'm working on myself.
Well, we're all a work of art in progress.
Yep.
I'm still being molded by God too. I try to live that straight and narrow, and I do. I live the straight and narrow, but man, I have got a trucker's mouth.
Amen to that. So do I. I'm I grew up. My stepdad was a trucker.
Hey, hey, Rochelle.
Yeah.
You can hit that. You can hit that link I just put up, and it's at the top of chat. And come on up on panel. Say hi.
Paputis is correct, she said. Yes, that is correct. Rochelle Paputis. Pretty name. Mine's Italian.
Mine's French.
Mine's English on one side. Well, Grandma changed her name, so.
Well, there's only a couple in here, so I'll tell you who I'm related to. One of my distant relatives. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Mussolini.
Oh, wow.
Benito
Rochelle,
Mussolini.
that's my friend, the world's greatest mod, Cheryl. She's over on a couple of the other panels where I'm at and all that. Good friend of mine. Use that link I put up at the top of the chat or the one I just posted above all this. Come on in. You don't have to be on screen. You can, after you verify, have the camera on when you come in so I can see it's you. And then you can turn the camera stop cam and we can all sit here and talk. It's a panel. I can get 6 total, I think it is. I'm doing the free side.
Yeah, 6, I think.
Wow. I want to see how cold it is where in the area I'm at.
Well, aren't you up in the hills further than what I am? So it would get colder where you're
at. Here's Crater Lake. It's 26 degrees at Rim Village.
Well, Sarah, are you going to be able to make it home? I'm not saying where you live, but are you going to get home safely?
Oh, yeah. I'm not going home till tomorrow.
Okay.
And it's 43 around my house area. But hey.
Yeah. I'll go home. I'll be here by noon tomorrow and I'll go home.
It's a pleasure meeting you too, Rochelle.
Because I like to drive during daylight hours.
Yeah, Rochelle, come on up on panel. It's, it is a panel day. Cheryl, I had so much fun the other night on AC's channel.
Don't get me started. Ding!
Yeah. Round 2.
Oh my gosh, that was so hilarious. Well, you don't have anything to worry about here, Rochelle. We're very gentle. Yeah, we've all been a newcomer at one time.
Yeah, plus I got the world's greatest mod. If they say something wrong, she'll take care of it. And if they're saying something wrong up here on panel, I'll just mute them.
I hate having to time people out. I'll let them get away with it once or twice. But if they get derogatory towards the people or insulting towards the panel or people in chat, nope, that's it.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Silver got mad about that one comment today, and I don't blame her one bit.
Yeah, that was rude.
Yeah.
That was rude.
Yeah.
Wow.
But why does that one person keep going up on panels while she's so drunk that it brings all that drama in?
I don't know. You
gotta know when to stop.
Have you checked out her videos?
I can't watch them, dude. I tried.
Yeah, I can't either. I popped in just to give her a view today. Popped in and said, I'm panel surfing, boom. You're not running the panel, I'm out of here.
Yeah, no.
I even tried to teach her what Silver told her about today, or part of that. I learned something from Silver today too, but I tried to teach her part of that, talk to her about part of that and posting your link on your YouTube channel. And I couldn't get it past the fact that you got to post that link to the YouTube channel. You want to go in there and pin it. If you want people in your panel, you got to pin the comment at the top of the panel.
Hey, you guys.
Yeah.
Something just went in front of my camera at the front door. Hold on.
Oh, cat?
don't know. I'm grabbing my gun. The neighborhood I live in. Hold on.
All right, Rochelle.
Hold on.
All right.
Okay. I'll be quiet.
Oh, it's a cat.
Hey, I was right. It's a cat.
Hey.
Oh, mine just died 6 months ago, you guys.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I'm sorry, Cheryl.
Yeah, she died right in front of me. It was horrible.
Oh yeah.
Collapsed and died. Did a few herks and jerks and yeah, but I had her cremated. But yeah, that's the first cat I've seen out there since my cat was here. That
Wow.
startled me because I saw something go past the camera and it was a flash out of the corner of my eye. And then I saw it again. And then by the time I looked at it again, it was gone again.
I know that feeling. Hey, you see the screen right now? You've lived in the Pacific Northwest long enough. All I'm going to say is it looks like the normal pineapple has been engaged. Here's Hawaii, where the hand's at, right above your head. And this weather, if we look at it here, I'll switch it instead of 2 to 12 hours.
Excuse me.
This is a 12-hour loop when it starts over, the last 12 hours. It's being sucked right off. All this weather is being sucked right off north of Hawaii. It's called the Pineapple Express. You should remember our grandparents and parents talking about that. Boy, California's sure getting all their rain, aren't they?
Actually, no, I don't. Honestly, tell me because my parents were kind of prudes.
Okay, so basically what it is the normal weather pattern on the we have a Japanese current that comes closer to shore during the winter time. It's called the Japanese current.
Okay.
And the weather pattern sort of sucks into where it's at. It's not pulling it down. Here's Alaska. It's really not pulling it down off the Bering Sea. A lot of what this one hit in California is coming off of, if we draw a line to the clouds going that way, Hawaii. This is a Henderson Field, Guam. So it's called the Pineapple Express because the weather is coming off the north side of Hawaii. Or at least that's my understanding. I'm no expert.
Well, I would rather it hit shore than an island.
Well, I'd rather keep this stuff coming from where it's coming because I don't want it to come from up here again, like that 2 weeks ago.
Man, that was so bad. I fell so hard out there on the ice. Oh, I did it so fast. I didn't have a chance to catch myself. I still have a bruise on my knee.
Yeah, I had it was 19 one of the mornings during that cold snap.
That is too much for people that have chronic pain illnesses. It goes right to the bone, and then you stiffen up, so then you have twice as much pain because you're like, ugh.
Well, yeah, because when you have, well, mine's not joint, it's muscle and nerve. That's what fibromyalgia is.
Yeah.
But I also have arthritis in the joints.
That's just my Sarah Rochelle. She doesn't live here. She's just visiting. And she's a YouTuber too?
Yes. Come check my channel out. It will have more videos.
YouTuber. I'll be able to meet her one day when she's all famous.
Give me a second and I'll post it. Just gotta give me a second because I've got so many people in here.
All right. Thank you.
So many people in here.
Well, I just watch so many different channels. I mean, huge variety.
I have a link for Sarah real quick.
I got it too, unless you already have it loaded.
It's loaded. 9 hours, 611 views as of to
9
9
hours.
hours is what I see, and yours was saying more than that.
That
We
is awesome.
in the studio. That's awesome. I hope the rest of them
Oh,
do
yes.
just as well. Thank you. I didn't think about putting Sarah's link in here.
All right, I did.
Oh, well,
I got it.
Thank you.
you're so
You're
fast
welcome.
at that.
Well, I just had to go to my list of people that I'm sub to already.
Well,
Not everyone that I post, in
I'm gonna
different.
make you a mod on my channel when I figure out how to do it.
Well, when you get there, I'm not worried about having tools. It's only to help keep control. The reason I started at Silver, I'll be honest with you, I was in Silver's for a while, watching her show, and all of a sudden it was when these porn bots first started coming out.
Oh
And
yeah.
and she's like, "What is going on here?" I said, "This just happened the other night in a stream I was in." I said, "There was no mods in the channel at all." I said, "If you'll throw me a wrench just for the show, I'll take care of it for you." And she threw me a wrench, and that's the only time I have ever asked for a wrench. And I told her at the end of the show, "Take that wrench now." And she said, "No. You helped me out when I needed help, when I didn't know what the heck was going on." Now she knows all about it because she's all over the place on YouTube, but it was just brand new thing that was coming out, those bots. And
Oh yeah. It's that.
No.
But Sarah
I love
really does respect you for the help you've given her and the
Yes.
ideas and stuff. And I
No
wasn't
problem.
even thinking of the shorts.
Well, I just heard that recently, that if you do shorts, a bunch of little shorts, you'll get more views off of the shorts than you do actual videos. And that proved it right there.
Yes.
In 8 hours, 598 views in 8 hours.
Yeah, I'm just totally amazed.
Shocked. You've got to be gobsmacked right now. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
seriously.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
like viral status to me.
Yeah, to me
I
it
mean,
is.
honestly, I wouldn't be surprised, Sarah, if you don't get a note from YouTube saying that this one video just lit up.
To me, that would be the ultimate.
Yeah, you won't get an award for it, but hey, just an accommodation from them, just saying, "Hey, Sarah, that was amazing. In 48 hours, you got 700 views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's unheard of, and it was your first video.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
That's
I'm ecstatic.
crazy. But I told you, people love animals. They are freaks for animals. Now, if you could get that dog to put that dirt bird on its back and walk, that'd take off.
I'm gonna work
Give
on
her
it.
a harness. A
Yeah.
rubber.
Put a little perch on their back.
I want to build like a saddle.
Oh,
Rubber
goodness.
harnesses. I'll show you one. I have one.
Oh, okay.
They're not like a standard harness. They have a whole back thing like their sled dog one. They're made for packing.
Mhm.
We can go look at them later.
Okay.
They'd probably work great.
Oh yeah.
Or
But I
with
bet
I mean, I just don't
or
want
with a
her.
little modification, you can put a thing on that holds a stick to
Right.
make an actual perch.
Well, I just don't want her to dig her talons in.
yeah, you'd have to raise the perch up a little bit. Yeah.
'Cause when she digs her talons in on me, I know how bad it hurts.
Oh yeah, I've had birds. Yeah, I ran a pet store. I've been in a apprentice
That's to
optician.
my dog. My dog bites it. Well, I'm just thinking about. She does it to my dog. My dog's gonna snap at her,
Yeah.
and it would only take one bite.
Did we get potato drinking coffee?
No, I'm going to.
Were we on stream the other day?
I think so, but
Was I on a live?
I don't
we got
know.
potato doing coffee. 'Cause
But I'm gonna
I'll gladly clip and give you the video.
I'm gonna record potato drinking coffee with me in the mornings.
Oh my gosh.
Because
It's funny.
I use a travel mug,
Uh-huh.
and she sticks her head down inside my travel mug.
Oh my gosh. You could have get a little tiny, like go to the thrift store or something, get the smallest coffee cup you can find, like like the espresso size that they,
Yeah.
those little tiny ones,
Yeah.
and get a little Sharpie pen or whatever and write potato on there, and then put her water with a little bit of the yellow petamine, in there, use the petamine in her water, the vitamin.
No.
Okay. I used the vitamins I put in the water for when I had my birds. But anyways,
I
Don't do.
don't have any.
I don't do
anymore.
any of that with her.
and then you could have both your coffee cups, your big coffee cup and her coffee cup, and enjoy your coffee.
Oh no!
I mean,
she likes that big coffee cup.
oh yeah, and I mean, she eats with me.
Oh,
I mean,
Gotta get that on video.
she eats right off my plate or off my fork. I mean, yeah. I mean, and her big thing, and I have to get it on video. Her big thing is she loves to put her head down my shirt. But the funny thing is it's not just me. Anybody that she put them on her shoulder, and the first thing she does is stick her head down their shirt.
The warmth.
Yeah, I mean, she does it to everybody, and she has her head down there, and all you hear is her beat because she's going kiss, 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 kiss.
Oh, I got a cough. I'm gonna mute for a second.
Okay.
All right, no problem.
Man, that flu went into a little bit of a cold, but I'm feeling so much better than I was. So let me tell you, that was the worst flu I've ever had.
Oh yeah, I thank my lucky stars. I seriously cannot remember the last time I was sick.
See, and that was me 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I made it through all the coup stuff, all that, and back.
I mean, I when I worked, and I quit working in 2021. About the height of COVID. And I took my job, it was in-home care.
Mm-hmm.
I was an in-home caregiver, and I took care of a lot of people that had COVID from start to finish. I went seeing friends and family that had COVID, and I never ever caught it.
Yeah. I upped my vitamin D when the coup came out, and I had the flu before that, before any of the crap came out, before any of that, like months before that.
Well,
and that flu I thought was going to kill me then.
I don't get vaccinated for the
flu. I'm not either. Well, no, I get the flu vaccination because if I get the flu, it usually goes into respiratory for me. But I'm better now because I'm not smoking, so I'm not having as many respiratory problems now.
I can't say I didn't get vaccinated. I got the first one.
You came and talked to me.
I got the first vaccine because of I was living with my mother at the time.
And so you thought you were doing the right thing, yeah?
Yeah. Well, my mother has a lot of health issues.
Mm-hmm.
My mother also has had fibromyalgia for over 30 years.
Oh my God.
I've only been diagnosed a little over a year.
And then she came and seen the conspiracy theory Tin Hat Crew.
Yes, and then I refused to get another
take
one.
That hat off because they're saying exactly what I was saying.
Yep.
And you know what's funny is I have not got an apology from anyone that I begged not to do it, and they said I was a fool for not doing it.
Yeah.
Do you think I got any apologies from any of those people?
No,
not one bit.
I begged my father not to do it. Now he's having heart problems.
I don't know.
And did you know that they're actually looking for what is the term that I got 30 days for using? I said the statement on Facebook. The post is down, gone. I got 30 days for it. But I said on Facebook, you watch, before this is all over, they're going to be looking for purebloods to donate blood because they're going to need people with pure blood.
I can't believe you just said that because I said the same thing about 5 months ago. I said that's going to be the next. They're going to be hunting us down for our blood.
I said it the week they came out with the shot. Talking to my brother, I said it that week. I posted on Facebook. I got a 30-day. He said it 2 days after me, and he got a 60-day.
Ouch!
And look at it. Now they are looking for pure blood.
Are they seriously? Don't tell me that.
Now
No,
they are
they
looking
are.
for people who have not been
Yes.
vaccinated. They're called pure bloods.
Yes, they are looking for pure blood.
What? So they can? The Red Cross can sell it too.
Yes.
No,
Well,
it's for special It's for special. I didn't get into the whole article. I just got pissed because I got in trouble for it. But it literally, the article was basically how there's certain people out there who are in real trouble, and it would kill them to get the blood from somebody who's been vaccinated.
So they need pure blood.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, I'm of the same boat.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You doctors tried to kill me like 2 or 3 times, and they really tried in 2015 right after I had my stroke. They gave me medicine that made me sleep or be up screaming at everybody. And when they were complained to, their answer to that was to up the dose, and it turned me into everybody not realizing that he hadn't given me a different prescription because the new dose was a different looking pill.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that caught it was one of my Vietnam buddies who's dying of Agent Orange, not the one that's on my porch all the time. He caught what they were trying to do, chemical lobotomy, when him and his wife looked up the pills with one of the veteran pharmacists they know. He's like, who's ever on that? Tell him to get the hell off it.
So what was it doing? Separating the brain?
That he didn't explain exactly what it does, but they were just basically making me a zombie where all I did was sleep for 20 hours and up yelling.
What was it?
It was a drug for epileptic seizures.
Oh, yeah, they had me on that when I was a kid because they thought what I had was, okay. When I was 2 weeks old, I had 105 temperature, and they had me on ice bath at the hospital. And as soon as they dumped the ice in, my mom said it would melt. That's how hot my little body was. So they thought that I had gotten, I don't have grand mal, but I will pass out. So they just called it non-convulsive epilepsy is what they called it.
Yeah.
That's not what it is. My oldest daughter was just diagnosed with POTS, and that's, I guarantee that's exactly what it is.
I have a friend who has POTS.
Same exact symptoms my whole dang life. If I get up too quick, whoa.
They didn't know what was wrong with me, and I was talking to the Betty Clooney Center in California, and the lady's taking my symptoms and all that, and I over 2 hours of talking to her on 2 separate days, I could barely talk. My whole face had drooped. Comes to find out, I've had too many concussions, and then I got my skull split open. I have a TBI. And the biggest problem with it is I've had too many concussions. If I'd have known what I know now when I was a young man and a teenager, I wouldn't have done all those stupid tricks on BMX bikes. And I would have invested in the new technology as a young man.
Well, you don't think of that when you're a kid.
Today, what would you do if you could go back to your second year of high school, knowing what you know today? Who would you be and what would you have done?
I'd have to go back younger than that because my accident was in the 3rd grade and I got a TBI. When I left the hospital, I just learned to sit up and hold my head up.
What's a TBI?
A
Traumatic brain injury. When
Oh gosh.
you
Okay.
get it, there's two types. There's acquired brain injury, like Muhammad Ali, one too many hits to the head,
Mhm. Mhm.
and there's traumatic brain injury when there's been a fracture in the skull or something penetrated into the skull.
I shattered the whole right side of my skull because in Albany, Oregon, their street lights are square and cement, and they taper from big to smaller going up.
Mhm.
The accident I was in, when they figure I was doing between 90 and 110 through the air. I was thrown out of the car that I was in. I was in the back seat behind the driver, and I went out the passenger door.
But I bet if you would have stayed in that car, you would have been dead.
No, I was the only one that got seriously hurt.
Seriously?
Yes, I was the only one that got seriously hurt. The only other person that got hurt put her arm through the windshield, broke her arm.
Whoa.
I had a hand, not just fingertips. I had a hand bruise that was purple on my arm from the person next to me hanging on to me because the car
Oh
was
my god.
spin. Whether he thought it stopped and let go or just
Momentum.
force.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I went out the passenger door and I hit the street light.
Oh.
I hit the corner of it head on. The EMTs were afraid to touch me.
Yeah, I was thinking they probably thought you were gone when they got up to you.
I was bleeding from the nose, ears, and mouth.
Holy shoot, you're so lucky to be alive, woman.
I am a miracle. I know that. I'm not supposed to walk. They told my mom I would never ever walk again.
Wow.
You should have heard what they told me when I had my stroke.
Well, first they told my mom that because I was on life support in a coma.
And they wanted your parents to shut the lights.
And they told my mom that if I didn't wake up in 30 days, I never would.
That's so untrue. I had a friend that was in a coma a year and a half.
They wanted her to pull the plug and talked her into it. The nurse because back then it wasn't just a button you pushed. You actually had to unplug the machine.
Mm-hmm.
The nurse that was reached down to unplug my machine refused to walk back in my room.
Wow.
Because she said I sat up in bed, turned, and looked at her.
Like, don't
And
you dare touch that.
when she told the doctor that, he told her that is physically impossible. And he wasn't kidding because I was like a newborn baby when I came out of a coma.
That was God's intervention saying, don't touch that cord.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I had to learn how to walk, talk, everything all over again. And I do have learning disabilities due to it.
Well, everything's going to be probably a little more delayed before it actually clicks, right?
Yeah, I have ADHD and I'm dyslexic now.
Understandable.
I wasn't before the wreck, but I am now.
Well, you're lucky to be here.
Right.
Well, look,
who cares about the dyslexia if you're alive?
Right.
I mean,
I can't work. I'm on disability.
Mm-hmm.
You should have seen what the doctors wanted to do with me. I came out of, I'm a wildland firefighter. I've carried 45 pounds around these darn Cascades in 11 western states. Some of my friends called me Superman in this and that. The doctor just wanted me to lay on the couch and take some pills and just lay there. My wife, God rest her soul, refused that. I'm dragging my leg. I can't talk. We literally figured out for me to mumble and use anybody to understand it. I had to think about what I wanted to say it real slow, and think about every word I just thought about, and I would miss half of what I wanted to say.
But it was still training your brain, though.
Yes.
Yep. She refused to take what was happening to me. She said it almost killed her, that she couldn't believe what had happened because I was one of the most physically fit people not by working out and all that, but by working.
A stroke?
Yeah.
After the
Oh,
stroke came from the brain injury, and I dragged my right foot. I couldn't use my right hand, which I write with, and I couldn't barely talk, and she refused to take that. Wouldn't let me be on the couch. She made me get up off the couch, even if it was just to walk in the kitchen and stand there while she washed dishes, talking to me, forcing me to make me talk and all that. She actually did the right thing because I'm mostly bad.
Yes.
I have
That's
seizures now. I start to stutter at times. I catch it. My brother catches it. I don't know if other people do. I don't care if they do.
Who cares? Yeah. Who cares, really?
I'm not,
Um,
gonna, I'm not gonna sit there and say, I caught you.
Yeah, exactly. That would be well, asinine, really.
Yeah.
But it also is one of the signs that my brother has been able to use to go, wow, you're stuttering bad. Come over here and sit down and watch me go in and watch it take about a minute and a half and me have a seizure.
But at least he got you to sit down first.
Yeah, he just says it's one of the signs, and stress.
I see.
Fear affects me too, just like it does you guys. Oh,
Okay, so if you start doing that online, what are we to tell you? To go sit down and decompress?
Make sure he's sitting down.
I'm always sitting down when I'm on panel.
Yeah, but you get riled up sometimes. So I'll say, okay, broke fishing, back off. Take a break. Take a break.
Just plainly ask me straight out. It won't offend me. I don't care if it offends anybody else. Go, broke fishing, are you stuttering? Because I will think about what's coming out of my mouth, and if I catch that myself, which I do.
But that'll alert other people to it. That'll make them notice it. So why don't I just say like breather or something like that, and then you'll know if I say breather, I need to take a breather.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then nobody's going, oh, he is stuttering. You know.
I understand what you're saying.
I get what you're saying.
Well, there's just too many haters out there, dude. I mean, there really is.
My God, yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many.
There is. There's way too many. If they put as much effort in as they do into hate as into kindness, this world would be such a better place.
The other thing that really gets me, and I can't believe, and it took me a while to convince a bunch of my neighbors who I got 5 ambulances called on me because of seizures. One out of my 5 neighbors ran out there and sat on the ground with me with my head in their lap, sitting Indian style. I was in it so long they were able to get there.
Wow.
And they asked me, what am I really supposed to do? I go, dude, you did it. He goes, well, what about calling the ambulance? I go, I already know what's wrong with me. You know what's wrong with me. Why, unless I was banging my head on the ground and you see blood, would you want to cost me a day for them to run all their tests that I already know the answers to? You know, they never see anything different, but because I came in having a seizure, Grand Mal, they want to run a brain scan and they want to run this and they want to run that. And I hear the same thing. Well, there's no change from the last one we just looked at.
Exactly.
Then why did you do all this if you had looked at my
file? They wanted the $3,000 from your insurance.
Yep, money. They wanted that money for running a CAT
scan. Oh, yeah.
I'm glad there's other people out here that get this crap like I do, that I just see right through this.
Yes.
In fact, I have to go to the doctor on next Tuesday. I'll have to leave Silver's early that day, but I have to go to the doctor. It's been rescheduled twice. Once because of the ice, the doctor couldn't get there on the 23rd. Go figure. And then I had to reschedule it because it was when I had the flu, and they said, "Oh, you can't come in sick." Wait a minute, this is a hospital. What do you mean I can't come in sick?
I went and see my. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, so I gotta go Tuesday and leave Silver show a few minutes early because they're holding my meds hostage.
Oh my God.
I'm not joking.
They do the same thing to everybody I've ever met.
I went and seen my doctor on the 22nd of December.
Hmm. Don't tell me you still haven't gotten that.
I called to see about my meds after the new year because I knew that they'd be closed.
Mm-hmm.
And they had nothing. Nothing had been called in.
What?
I
It should have
called.
been facts right from your doctor's office to there.
Yeah.
She
on that
never
day.
signed an order when I called, and then I went to her office. When I got to her office, the receptionist or the other doctor, whoever it was, told me she never signed the order.
Mm.
And it was the 3rd of January.
Yeah,
And now the what? The 6th?
oh,
I just got them.
Oh, you did? Okay, good.
Yeah, I got them on the 4th. And the bad thing about it is, yes, the new med is working to a degree, but it is nowhere strong enough.
Yeah, it'll have to be adjusted.
and you got to build yourself into the dose you need.
And she didn't give me anything for the pain other than the new meds. So I'm having a little bit of a rough time with it.
You know what they have my daughter on for her fibromyalgia? Because she has, I want to say her pain is actually worse than mine, and she is 26 years old. It's horrible to see my child like that. They have her on, like, not the fentanyl. It's, maybe it is fentanyl. But she has to go in, and they have to do the dosage right there, and then she has to stay there for like 2 hours or something like that afterwards in case something happens to her, and then she's good for like a week or two or something like that before she has to. And she goes, I hate having to go in and do it, but Mom, it's the only thing that has helped my pain. And I said, well, as long as it's under a controlled environment, and you know they know what they're doing, and they have all the kits there for your heart if something happens, because she's got that POTS, which is basically a heart problem.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord, my poor kid.
I mean,
I preach it all the time, especially after my wife and OHSU and the triple bypass and the valve. You probably hear me every now and then preach women's health. Enough, guys.
My mom, like I said, my mom's had it for over 30 years, and I am 10 times worse than my mom.
Isn't that weird? You know, I have tons of pain. I'm fucking hurting every day so bad. But my daughter is worse than mine.
I've been in pain since the first wreck in the 3rd grade, because not only did I shatter the entire right side of my skull, crack it twice on the other side, I made an accordion out of my back and brought my kneecaps 4 inches above my knees. So I've been in pain every day of my life, but having fibromyalgia on top of that,
which
that just heightens it worse.
Yeah, which was undiagnosed for months.
Probably longer than that.
Yeah, probably longer than that.
And then once that fibro kicks in, you're oversensitive to the pain, so it's like multiplied, quadruplified. I mean, seriously.
Yes.
This is not a fun road.
And
that's not how I thought I'd spend the rest of my life.
When I first went to the doctor, I went 45 days with nothing. And when I say I went 45 days with nothing, I was in a car accident. I got double whiplash.
Hey.
I got whiplash from the car hitting me, and I got whiplash when I hit the car in front of me.
Ow.
And
front and side.
I went to the hospital. They gave me medicine for whiplash, pain pills. I went back 2 weeks later, and I was told it was a simple whiplash. You should be healed. There's nothing wrong with you. A month later, I was having neck surgery.
Yeah.
What did it crack? Did it crack it, or?
They put cages around 3 of my vertebrae in my neck, C5, 6, and 7. So it is fused.
Okay, so you're moving your neck because this is what they want to do to my neck for the last 8 years, and I keep telling them no way.
I looked at my girlfriend because she drove me to Riverbend and stayed with me while I was there. I looked at her because she asked me, she's like, well, how do you feel? First, I reached back and touched the back of my neck because before surgery, you take a Nerf football, trim off one end so it's flat, so it'd lay flat and it wouldn't roll. Lay it on the back of your neck. That's what the back of my neck looked like.
So where they were bulging, right?
Yeah, where it was bulging and swollen all the time. First thing I did was reach back and touch the back of my neck because they went in through the front of my throat. And the lump was gone. And once I got the neck brace off and was able to move my neck and my head, I looked at her and I said, so how do I tell the doctors that I have more range in my neck than I've ever had in my life?
Does it ache worse? Honestly, does it ache worse in the wintertime?
No.
I do.
I mean, there are there are days that if it's extremely, extremely cold, I will tell you, once that metal gets cold, you're screwed.
You got to keep it warm.
You have to keep it warm. You do not want it to get cold. I also had metal in my arm. Can you? Oops.
Oh, can't see it.
I can't get.
The camera won't pick it
No.
up.
Yeah, it's not getting it.
I have a scar on my arm where I broke my arm. And most brakes, when you break, they kind of break like this so you can readhere them together. Mine broke clean. It was, it just snapped and it was clean. There was nothing to grab to. So they had to put a metal plate in there. And when they screwed down the last screw, they screwed the corner of the plate. When they screwed it down, it had the ulnar nerve under it.
Oh, ow, 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 ow.
And they told me I was going to be club-handed because that's how bad the ulnar nerve was pinned down and crushed. And I told them, no, you're going to go in, you're going to take that plate out, you're going to decompress that nerve. I'm right-handed. It's my dominant hand. I will not lose function in my hand. I lost some, but it ain't enough to hurt me. And that metal gets cold because my metal in my arm got cold.
So we need scarves and hats and all kinds of stuff to keep your neck warm, turtlenecks, the whole nine.
I don't wear turtlenecks, but
migraine headache.
Yes, I get extreme headaches if it gets cold.
The migraine so bad.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I've had migraines so bad that I was physically sick.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's mine too. When I'm not at Silver's and I say I'm sick, I'll let her know if I'm not feeling good and I won't be able to be there. There's been a couple of times that, like when I had the flu, that I've had a couple of days that I've had to not be there because I had a migraine for 4 or 5, 6 days in a row.
I used to get what they call
cluster. Just invent something to get rid of my headache at this time of the year. Oh my God!
Wouldn't that be a miracle?
God,
I get cluster migraines.
Right in the front. Oh man!
They call mine cluster migraines. And it's because of the wreck.
Excuse me.
It's all of the calcium deposits and everything pushing on everything. I have actually had what is called trigger point injections.
Yeah, I did. When I had my back injury, I had those. Yeah. Those actually helped for a while.
I actually let my doctor do you reach at the base of your skull, that little half moon at the very base. I let him give me 2 shots up in there. I haven't had a migraine since.
My little guy was a little Asian doctor. He was so intelligent. I loved the guy. And he had me laying with my arms laying over the bed. I mean, literally laying over the bed like a bear hug over the bed.
Yes.
and he was behind my lungs, and I'm really thin at the time, right? Super, super thin, no body fat. And he
God,
says, you no move 1 inch. You move 1 inch, I puncture a lung and you might die. I was like, I won't move. I won't move.
I would never trust another doctor to give me those shots. I would drive back to Chico, California and go to the Dr. Altman, the one that did it.
If he's
Yeah.
still, you know,
Yeah, or yeah, if he's still around, I would find out
in a
and
little
I would
bit.
go to him.
You were just out. No, you were just
I
out
wouldn't
doing
allow
the big
somebody
bark
else to give
bark
me
and
those
all
shots.
that.
I
I know you love Daryl.
Well, I know these migraines are actually coming from the neck.
yeah.
You know, from my problems with my neck, and they don't let up, Sarah. They'll go for days on end, and then I go to sleep and I think, oh, maybe I'm gonna wake up with no headache. Yeah, right.
This doctor I went to that give
You're
me
lucky
the
you
trigger
can
point.
sleep.
I don't sleep much. You see, I'm up a lot.
He
I
also
know
told
that. So am I. You notice I'm early morning guy.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Over here.
Oh, her?
Hi, pumpkin. He keeps looking at Sarah like, are you with one? How are you doing that? Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Baby. Oh. Now that's your dog, right, Sarah?
yes.
Oh.
You would never guess her name used to be Noelle. When I got her, her name was Noelle, and she wouldn't come to it. And I was chewing her out, and I told her, because she started talking back. And I told her, man, you're being sassy. And she perked up, and that's been her name ever since.
Are you serious? I just said sassy too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fishing.
Yeah, she loves her brook fishing.
Sassy. So sassafras. You're a sassy girl.
Wow.
She's really pretty. Is she? What is she? I can't tell what breed. She's beautiful.
She is Border Collie and Hound.
Oh, so the spots are, yeah, okay, I see it now. Yep.
Yep, she is Border Collie. You go on your computer and punch in Border Collie Hound, you will see a picture of her.
Wow. Yeah, I don't have a computer, honestly. I do everything on my little teeny tiny phone.
I do everything on my phone.
Yeah.
Hey, just so you know, Cheryl, when I had to replace my computer, it really bummed me out. But I called I was gonna get something off of Amazon, and then I started seeing the reports about the equipment. So I called up Hewlett Packard, and talking to the nice young lady there, I found out that since I'm a YouTube creator, I have videos. And you could explain, you're a mod everywhere. Ask any one of the channels you go to. I got a discount. I was actually able to get a better computer than I was originally looking at. I mean, I was able to upgrade the keyboard, and I was able to upgrade the memory, and everything.
Nice.
Everything's right up there. And then I hemmed and hawed, but then I called in about they gave me a Black Friday. They gave me like such a huge discount that I was able to buy a DVD burner with it for it too.
Nice. So you can watch movies on it now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It doesn't have an internal.
Oh, you mean burn your videos onto the DVDs for future reference?
Or watch with them, or watch DVD ROMs, or CD-ROMs, but I can burn DVDs now.
That's cool.
On the disc. And it was actually, I was never planning on getting it because it was too much money.
Yeah.
And I was actually able, because of the discount being lumped in there and all this, that I was actually able to upgrade to not just the standard laptop.
I do have an old tower sitting here with an old screen and everything, but it's probably too slow. I'd probably have to take it in and have them, upgrade the guts of it,
Yeah, and that's
might not even be worth it.
right now that's where it's almost not worth it unless you're one of those, because they've made some of the video drivers and all that so high over 2020, 2021. They
Mhm.
just were buying up everything and the price skyrocketed because of all the scalpers. They were buying whole loads,
Mm.
whole shipments, pallets,
Wow.
and then they were reselling them for they created they recognized the shortage that hit 2020, 2021. They recognized the shortage that hit, and they went in and bought the product that was already there.
Mm.
So
So
they
it wouldn't even work for editing videos and stuff like that when I start doing the paranormal stuff.
it might. I don't know. It depends on what was it running? 8, 10?
Oh, I have no idea. It was off my telephone. I was at my dad's house and I was upstairs watching a live stream, and all of a sudden I heard the phone ringing at my dad's, and I'm house sitting, so it was only myself there. Um, so I go running downstairs and I answer the phone, and it's a dial tone. I still hear the phone ring, and I run into the front room, answer it, thinking, well, maybe they've got a couple of lines here. I don't know. I don't live at my parents' house. So I answered the other phone, another dial tone. I still hear the phone ringing. I go running out into the garage, and the old phone that has the long cord on it, the old style phone that you got to hook up on the wall,
Yeah, that's the only kind of phone I got.
it was ringing. And I picked it up. There's no dial tone, and it's dead silent. And,
Wow.
and I said, I knew you were trying to lure me out here. Click, it hung up really quick. So I
Wow.
went back in the house and I grabbed my telephone because I already felt something in the garage. I could feel it in the garage. And I went out there and I recorded my first video, and it actually, well, not my first video, but one of my videos is called a knock knock what's there, because it actually friggin' knocked back at me, dude.
Huh.
But I kept in control and I wasn't scared. And I was like, thanks, I appreciate that. Can you do it again? Because I wanted to make sure it wasn't in my friggin' mind.
I seen a picture that one of our fire crew members took on a really weird night where he just decided, and strange things had been happening all night, and he
Mm-hmm.
decided to take a picture of the fire front that we were keeping from moving over a road.
Oh, goodness, I know exactly what you're going to say.
He's in that picture. We did not see it. Naked eye, you could not see it. In that picture, there is a guy on fire, like you'd put us in a fire suit and had us walking through the fire edge.
Yep, I believe it.
Oh, he got rid of the picture. I didn't want him to, but when you look at it, you're the other guy that was right there next to him when he took the picture, and you didn't see it, but it's there. It's like,
there,
oh,
yeah.
wow.
I had an investigation set up for the theater over here across the river from me, and it's been there for, oh gosh, I want to say like 100, 110 years, something like that. But I went there as a kid, and that was my first experience, was there. As a child, every Saturday they had to call what was called the Bugs Bunny Club, and you'd take your Bugs Bunny card that we had to go get at the Kelso police station, and you'd take your card, and we got in for free, but our parents had to pay to get in. So my mom took us every Saturday, and we watched all the cartoons for like 3 hours straight. I kept telling her, Mom, do you see that beautiful woman walking down the stairs? Look at her. She's so pretty. She'd turn around and she'd say, there's nothing there. Shut up. You're going to scare your brother. What I was seeing is exactly what the new owner has told me is there. It's a woman in a Victorian dress with a big wide brim hat, like the really pretty fluffy hat.
Right.
The real tight bodice on the stomach, the flowing dress that kind of puckers out from the waist, the little lace-up boots with a little short heel on them. She's holding the front of her dress up, holding the handrail, and walking down the stairs every Saturday when I was there. Every Saturday. Okay? Then we'd be sitting there watching the movie, and I'd sense something, you know how some people can sense things.
You're
And
right.
I'd turn around, and there's the old man sitting up by the booth, by the booth that plays the movies, the projection room. Yeah, the projection room. And I'd say, Mom, do you see the old man sitting up there smoking? He just waved at me. Cheryl, GODAMAN, you know, don't talk like that. There's nothing there. Okay, well, I just met the owner about 6-8 months ago, the actual new owner that's had it for 20 years.
Yeah.
And I told her, and she confirmed everything I said. And she said, well, did you see the children that are here? There's 2 little kids. And I was like, no, because I think as a child, if a child would have presented themselves to me, it probably would have scared me. So
Right.
I had that place set up, and she was supposed to be here on the 23rd. My cousin was coming from Montana. She has all the equipment. So I wouldn't have had to buy a thing, right?
Right.
So we were going to go do it together because I got the venue. She set it up. We were going to go do it. She was going to be here from the 23rd until the 3rd of January, and then she was going to go back to where she lives. And guess what happened? Planes
Accident.
were grounded. Grounded planes.
Oh, that's right. They did that big grounding. Oh no, the only true experience I know I've had is the day my grandfather died. That old man woke me up shaking my foot
Mm-hmm.
and told me that everything's going to be all right. People are going to get freaky. He didn't use the word freaky, but it was along that lines. Everything's going to be all right. And he loved me, and he was going to miss me. And
I believe it 100%.
And then me and him were best friends. My dad's military. My first best friend was my grandpa.
My grandma was my best friend.
Then I walked out of my bedroom to go get a glass of milk for the morning and get off to school. My mom goes, "What? Wow, you're up early." I go, "Yeah, just a little bit." And she goes, "Well, I got some bad news to tell you. You ain't going to school today. We got something to do." And I look straight at her and goes, "Yeah, I know.
Grandpa.
I know, Mom. Grandpa died about a half hour ago."
Mm-hmm. The same thing with my grandma and I.
Everybody always got on me because I wasn't my other brother's crying. Everybody's crying, but I couldn't bring myself to cry.
My grandma was suffering, so when I went to her in a dream and got woke up by the telephone from that same dream, I answered the phone. It was back in the day when we had the little box caller IDs that took 2 rings before it would show up on the little, you know.
Yes.
And I answered it right away, and I didn't even know who it was, and I said, Grandma just died. I was still asleep. I said, Grandma just died. And my mom says, how did you know? Did Aunt Mercy call you? And I was like, I was just with her. I told her it was okay to go be with God.
Yeah, I still to this day.
My mom came to tell me that my great grandmother on my dad's side, I only met her once.
Mm-hmm.
And she came to tell me that she died because she got the phone call that morning. And she come to tell me, she's like, I got some bad news for you. And I said, I know. Great grandma Della died. She's like,
what?
How do you know that? And I said, because she came and sat at the foot of my bed.
Well,
Isn't that amazing that we've all had that same experience with a grandparent?
Yes.
Well, what's really funny is my grandfather diagnosed full-blown Alzheimer's, went through the whole thing, and for the last quite a while, can't say it was a full 2 years, but we had an incident at the house to where Grandpa got a little frisky, is the only old school. He swung on me, and then he went me around.
Yeah.
He kept asking for me, and they'd bring people over because he don't even know who my brother is after he, who's helping Grandma. 10 minutes after he walks back into the room. Who are you? Well, I'm Dale. You don't look like Dale. He kept asking for me.
Uh-huh.
He kept asking for Inchworm, and that's what they called me when I was younger. When I was a kid,
I actually had an inchworm, one of those little rides that you sat on and bounced on it. I had an inchworm when I was little.
Well, he kept asking for me, and they would bring people to him who were similar to me.
Yeah, I couldn't fool him.
And he'd ask him, who's this? I don't know you. And they go, oh, this is Inchworm. And he'd go, oh, no, that's not him. And he'd point at my picture sitting next to his bed and go, that's the last picture I received. That's who I want to talk to. And he would name me by my full name and tell them to stop playing games.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I took care of my...
Everybody else, including my grandma at times, he didn't know who they were. But you could ask that man at any time, who's that in that picture, and he would tell you.
The grandma I went to in the dream was the grandma that was my biological grandmother, my mother's mom, and we were best friends. My step-grandmother, which is my stepmom's mom, nobody was willing to step up and take care of her, and I lived a block from her at the time where she lived in an assisted living care. It wasn't even assisted. It was a retirement home, and if they wanted someone to take care of the person, then they had to go live on one side. If they were having a caregiver come in, they lived on another side.
Right.
So grandma lived on the side where I would go in, and her and I never had a relationship until the end of her life, and it was the most touching thing. I would not change it for the world because I was she knew me. She knew I was her step-granddaughter, but I didn't facilitate in their functions. You know what I mean? I was at a distance. Okay, so the first 2 weeks that I came there every single day, I'd be standing in the kitchen doing her dishes, cleaning up after her lunch or breakfast, whatever, and she'd just mean mugging me in the kitchen. And I'd say, what's wrong? And she'd say, just what the hell are you doing here? I said, I'm here to give you a hand and keep you company. And she goes, I don't need your hand. You can just leave. And I said, nah, you'll get used to me. Okay, so at the end of it, finally it got to the point where I'm having to go down 5 times a day. And it was too much.
Yeah.
And she was escaping and everything. And they were worried about her getting outside, getting hit by a car, anything. Somebody could have kidnapped her and hurt her. They had legitimate concerns. So I let the parents know. I said, okay, it's time. We need to start looking for a home because I'm going down 5, 6 times a day and having to stay there hours at a time. I'll leave when I think she's okay, come back home. So that's what the deal was. I was only have to go down and give her meds. That's what I was hired for. Just the meds and make sure she ate something. That's it.
Yeah.
Ended up being a full-time job. Now they made it worth my while, but oh man, it was the best rewarding thing at the very end because this was a woman that was an atheist that hated God. And all summer, I know I was there for a reason because all summer long, I'd talk to her about God. And she'd say, I don't believe in God. And I said, well, someday if you're ready and you want to say the sinner's prayer, just let me know and I'll say that prayer with you. Nope, that'll never happen. Well, at the end of her life, I said to her, she's laying in hospice finally. After she went into a full-time nursing care, she ended up getting so bad so fast. She was in hospice dying. And I went to go say goodbye to her because I didn't want to be there after she died. I didn't want to be there when she died. I can't handle that. And so I went to go say goodbye while she was still alive. And the thing, when I walked into her apartment, I used my key and I'd say, honey, I'm home. And after she got used to me, she'd start laughing. Absolutely. She'd be leaning forward in her chair and say, hi, when I'd walk around the corner. Okay. So she had Alzheimer's. So I walked into the hospice room and I said, hi, honey, I'm home. And everybody in the room was like, she's been asleep for 2 days. And I said, I didn't know that. Sorry. I walk over to the side of the bed and I sit down and she looks right at me and she goes, hi. Like, what is going on? How did she wake up for you? And I leaned down and I said, hey, Gramps, how you doing? And she goes, oh, I'm dying, And I said, I know. I said, you know, we all die eventually. I said, but remember what we talked about all summer long about, you know what? And she goes, God. And I said, yeah. And I said, you ready to say that yet? And she goes, yes.
Oh,
And
that's
that was the most verbal that woman was right there, because she got about two more words out of her and everything sounded like she had been drinking at a bar.
yeah.
And I said, it's okay, Grandma. I said, you can just repeat it in your head after me, because God knows your heart and God knows you're ready. So we did the sinner's prayer together. And then that night at 2:00 in the morning, after I left, I said goodbye, that I'd see her in heaven someday. I left, and my Aunt Vicky said she woke up at 2 a.m. and said, Vicky, as clear as a bell. And she woke up and she's like, what, Mom? What's wrong? What's wrong? And she goes, are you dead? Because I'm supposed to be in heaven. No, Mom. No, I'm not in heaven. She goes, well, I'm going to heaven, you know. And they just saw this scared woman go from terrified to the peace that she had. And then she died the next day.
Oh, wow.
Well, the day my grandma died, my dad had made my grandma a little bit mad,
Uh-huh.
and she wanted me to go retrieve something for her.
Mm-hmm.
I heard her first time I ever heard that lady cuss in my life and not use German and words that weren't such words. She cussed my dad out, and she told my dad he had to be at the airport in 2 days to pick me up and take me over to the rental place to rent a truck. And I'll give him and your son will give you the rest of the instructions. We had the best 2 days. Her mad as Dickens at my dad. Went down to the bank, decided she was going to rent a truck in Oregon. Had everything going. My brother took her to a Grange meeting. She did her Grange duties and died in the driveway when she got. But that whole time, my grandmother used to scare me by cussing in German, and she's high German, so it's got that.
Uh-huh.
It's got that real scary dialect to it,
Yeah. Yeah.
And I finally, over that 2 days, I finally asked her, Grandma, what is that? She said it while she was washing her rinsing her coffee cup. I go, Grandma, what's that mean?
They didn't.
I was scared of an old German lady saying thunder and lightning come again. Since I was a little kid, I thought I was getting really, really cussed out. In German because she was mad at me. But I only ever heard her say cuss words at my dad that one day. And he wasn't, he really needed to be cussed out that day. I agreed with Grandma.
My grandma that I had the dream, and then she passed away, the one I was with in my dream, she was ornery. That woman was the epitome of ornery. You looked it up and you saw her name, Helen. Helen with 2 L's, because I'll always raise hell, she said. I was like, oh my God.
What's funny is my grandmother was a school teacher.
Wow.
She's in Arizona before it became a state, and was one of those mathematical geniuses that actually went and helped other mathematical geniuses by doing some of the work for, you know what I mean? They all have.
Wow, that's cool.
The old Gatsby test, all those brain tests and all that stuff, the old Gatsby test, it's now known as the ASVAB. It was known as ASVAB,
yeah.
when we were in school. My grandmother was one of the co-writers of that.
I don't like your grandmother.
Yeah, you don't like her. Who do you think all those brain tests were functioned on? They put those stupid peg things in that, and I basically did them without looking because I had done them so much. On some aptitude tests, the one guy looks at me and goes, "How do you do this?" And I go, go over to the instruction sheet for this and tell me tell me the female name that's on this. And he names my grandma's name, and I go, yep, that's her. That's my grandma.
What?
And the guy looked at me and goes, I'm done. He understood after one test and me telling him that, he understood that I'd probably done those tests more than he had.
You could probably memorize each sheet, the different sheets they gave to everybody. Yeah, mine was, I think, they started out as SAT. It was still SATs when I was in school.
Yeah,
And then it went to the next, the one that my kids did, ASVAB or whatever.
Yeah. It started, I don't know, the old lady was so much fun. My grandpa was the most fun. He worked at Lockheed Aircraft during World War II. Before that, he was a Marine, and he flew the Haitian Mail Run with the person I know as Pappy Boyington. He was always Pappy from Baba Black Sheep. Good friend of my dad's. They were pilots together before the war. And then my grandfather was working at Lockheed when the war broke out, and he went to enlist, and he was told he was too valuable to send over there, and that he's not to quit his job at Lockheed. And he was one of the silent players behind the Lockheed Skunk Works. And my grandfather put a white stripe. Hang on, let me show you, because I remember it vividly. He put a white stripe from this side across like this to the back right there. He had a white, not gray, white stripe. And he said that appeared after he designed, was part of the P-38 drop tanks that helped get the planes over the Atlantic to help support the bombers.
Well, what was the significance of the white? Was that his real gray hair or what? I didn't follow.
Because he said it took him just over 48 hours of no sleep and a lot of brain power to do what they pulled off in the shortest amount of time it had been done. And nobody even talks about it anymore. They always trim right over it. But it was the big thing. He just said it appeared about a week. It appeared not so bad as he was later in life, but it appeared after that 48 hours it started appearing. Nobody knows exactly why it did it, and he had black hair when he died, except for that one white. It wasn't very wide. It was just a white stripe going across his head.
Funny. That's hilarious.
Machinist. He was, yeah. After the war, he moved to Southern Oregon and helped set up a bunch of the sites that are now state park and used to be logging offloading sites on ship loading sites.
Wow.
Was part of the civil, he was the most fun, but like I said, he was my original best friend.
That's cool that your grandpa was your best friend, because my grandma was mine too. And that used to just make my mother furious.
Oh, I never understood why they were so. It used to piss my brother off.
It's just jealousy is all it was.
Yeah, that's all it ever is.
She needed to understand that I was the first grandchild, very first grandchild on both sides.
I'm the first grandchild.
I was the middle kid.
I'm the oldest. I'm the first grandchild.
So you know what it's like. Your grandma just spoiled the crap out of you, probably, if you were close.
On my dad's side, my grandmother, it spoiled me so bad that it got to the point I wasn't allowed to go there.
Yeah, see, that's how my grandma was. It got to the point where I could not go to the store with grandma because I thieved. When I was a little kid, I stole a rain bonnet because I thought it was free.
I wasn't allowed to go see her anymore. When she sent a plane ticket, because she always paid my way to come see her.
Oh, long distance, Grandma.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I lived in Oregon. She lived in California. She always sent a round trip ticket for me to come see her. And when I was 12 years old, she sent the ticket, and it was taken and returned in for cash. And I was told I'd never see her again, and I never did.
Wow.
That's a bummer.
I was supposed to go see her on her deathbed, and I was told
I'm
no.
a world traveler because of being an Army brat.
Well, there are some advantages to that, but there are also disadvantages to that because my son-in-law's in another country right now, overseas, and my poor daughter has animals, so she couldn't go.
Yep, that happens too. I was born in Germany. Yeah, it can be crazy. I actually enjoy my time though because my dad was in for so long and so many of his buddies were on the same base as my dad mustered out at, and then he went to work 15 more years after mustering out a full career in the Army.
Wow.
There's a lot of fun. There's a lot of bad to it.
Yeah, well, you got to see a lot of the country. That's the advantage of it, fortunately.
I do know this. My brother's a Marine Corps gunny. He's not my real brother, but he's my brother. We've known each other since the 80s.
Yeah.
He's a Marine Corps gunny sergeant. He didn't go for master, but all the time I'll go visit him and he'll have other vets visiting. And it's a big laugh between us because it comes down to it over the weekend. I'm seeing my brother that one of those vets that's also visiting for the weekend go, so you don't talk about it, but which one did you serve in? And it's become a sort of a laugh for us because we have two old vets that we cannot, well, God rest their souls, Lyle and the other one's gone. Lyle and Mike are gone now, but we could not convince these two old vets, one of them shore patrol, that I was not military.
You just had that demeanor.
It's something that rubs off from being a career brat is what one of the older guys explain. But everybody always asks me what branch you serve in, and my brother starts laughing. He goes, he won't let me answer right off the bat that I'm just a brat. He goes, so if you were to guess which branch he's in, which branch would you say? And he'll pull it out to see if they think I'm a Marine or an Army brat.
God, that's funny.
They know I'm not Air Force, and a couple of them are like, no, he's not Navy. So they always argue over was I a Marine or an Army. And then when they finally get told, well, his dad served from 1956 to 1978, he's an Army brat. And they'll look at me and go, oh, and I go, yeah, my dad was Master Sergeant Thomas. And they go, oh, you had hell at home too, didn't you?
Oh, God. Yeah, got it from Grandma and Dad.
I used to be able to bounce a quarter on a bed as a kid because you made the bed right.
Yep.
That's so anal that they bring it home with them. It really is. Relax at home.
My dad started after a while. He gave up on me. Well, he gave up on trying the full discipline on me. He wouldn't give up. I got to do a lot of cool stuff because of my dad. He wouldn't give up on teaching me all this stuff, and he had a crazy saying about it. Your little brother's too young. Your older brother's too big of a whip. You're gonna have to learn all this. He used a different word for my brother. I'm being nice.
Yeah.
So I had to learn all this survival skills and everything else. And to tell you the truth, I was very I was very happy later in my life when we went to pick up the Space Shuttle Columbia. And we had to add in more ground because we found some debris outside the original search area. and
Yeah.
they were looking for somebody to do it. My crew boss, my boss, tells the NASA guys, well, come here. I think we got a guy to talk to. They told me what they needed. Took out my compass. I oriented the map and go, so we're right here. I oriented the map looking north with the compass on it, sitting on it. And I go, so we're right here, and you need me to add in all this to right there. Yeah, I said, okay, I can do that. I need one other guy. Why do you need that? I go, just give me one other guy. We have a rule, never by yourself. If you could, squad bosses break it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They were taking bets without us two knowing that started off into the woods from right here in front of me is where you want me to add it in. Oh, wait a minute. I got to go over here. This is what the map says. They were betting how much, if they were going to have to do it again, because I didn't add enough property in, enough land into the next search.
Mm-hmm.
They were betting how far shy or how far plus I was going to come out from where they gave me the come out here. And I took a compass heading and said, I'm coming out there. They were taking bets. There was $100 bets flying around between my crew and the NASA guys. I came out 5 feet from where the guy was standing with his GPS. I come walking out and he goes, oh my God, I was expecting you over there. And he pointed to not enough ground being at it. And the dude standing with him goes, I was expecting a little ways over that way. But it was literally 5 feet.
Wow.
And I can say I learned all that from my grandpa and my dad. I knew I was the only guy out of 2 crews that truly knew how to do map and compass to an advanced point.
Yeah.
To where I could look at the map and locate myself there and be able to come out where they wanted. Compass heading, figure out the compass heading and all this and that, and then go, wow. One of the NASA guys bet I was going to come out within anything within 10 feet, he would have won. Anything over that, he would have lost. And I came out at 5 feet with him sitting down the road watching where I came out. And he walked up and told me, that's pretty damn good. I haven't seen that in a long time, and you just won me $100. Like, what? There's been bets going this whole time of you being shy or you being way too much and us having to redo it. You come out within 5 feet of where we want you.
How funny.
And that was over a mile through the swamp.
Honestly, think about it. If somebody is actually carrying a compass, that means they know how to really read it. I mean, a good quality compass.
Oh, yeah.
And you start giving out coordinates. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to doubt that person because they obviously know a heck of a lot more than I do. That's hilarious. You should have told the guy to have the reward with you.
Did you mess with the microwave?
I haven't touched nothing.
No, that was me. How'd you hear that?
It sounded like it came from his kitchen.
No, it was right here in my kitchen.
Because you got it. I was like, I thought it was my microwave.
Yeah.
No,
you have a really good mic, and I have really good speakers.
Here, I'm next to it right now.
Yep.
That was it, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, these are just cheapy headphones from Walmart, $30 headphones.
Yep, I could hear it running.
Oh, yeah, it sounds like it's right
That's
here.
exactly it. I can hear it.
Well, I'll know to never toot online.
That's what the mute button's for.
Well, sometimes you don't feel it that quickly. Oh, man, I'm getting tired. So is it looking any worse since you looked at it last year?
Yes, I've had it while we've been talking. You know, it looks about the same. It's coming in red on you. It's actually the reds by you. We got a little bit coming in, but this is from 12. This is all day. I'll switch it to 2 hours. This is the last 2 hours. The movement in the last 2 hours.
Hold on, I'm not there.
There it is. It'll keep playing. So you had a little clear spot come through, and you got a little more coming. You're gonna have a couple more hours of it, I think. Then it should let up for a little bit. Here, I'll back it off. We'll take a look offshore. Yeah, see this part's gonna come up into you, and
Yep.
but this thing's been building and building and building. It's just I don't know.
Well, I'll probably hear the wind tonight. Yeah, and it's cold in here, so I can feel that the temperatures drop because I'm actually sitting here and I'm getting a little chilled.
It's 46 out of Astoria, and it's
Wow, that is crazy how clear that is.
44 over at Battleground. And over here at Southwest Regional Airport, 20 minutes ago, it was 44 degrees. There's
that's right here then.
It's saying 0 mile per hour wind and 45 degrees, but that was 20 minutes ago when that clear section came over.
Is that the Woodland Airport or the Kelso Airport?
Here, I'll zoom in one more. Southwest Regional. Here, I don't know which one's what. Here's Lewis and Clark Bird, wherever that is.
Lewis and Clark Bridge?
Yeah, must be the bridge, the thing on the bridge. Longview.
And that goes right into Rainier, Oregon.
Yeah, here, there's another one I can do for you, Cheryl, real quick, like before you get off here. We'll go over here to this road and weather.
I have to go across that bridge tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
Road and weather, and I'll come up here and I will go Lewis and Clark Bridge cams.
What? We have cams on our bridge?
Yeah, if you go in through trip check.
What? I gotta write this down. Trip check?
Yeah, here, I'm gonna put it in chat.
Okay. I had no clue we had cameras on our bridges.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Maybe I should do more of these. I've been teaching so much lately. There, I just put it in chat for you. Trip check, and you might have to go in and turn on the cams because I'm on a computer. It's going to look different,
right?
But that website, there's camera symbols. You see them right here in red, where the finger's at, right in that area, off to the side of the finger.
Okay.
It's moving. Or I'm on YouTube. Let me go over here and switch this so I can see what I'm actually doing. There. But all these cameras, I just extended my screen yesterday. I figured it out again. All these cameras are this right here. This one is Rainier Summit. This one's Rainier US 30.
Cameras. Okay, mine's in a different location. Hold on. Cameras. And then ask for regions and routes and oh man.
It doesn't ask me. I just go in under road and hit the check mark for road reports, weather, stations, and incidents, and all I do is check mark those. What else do I have? I have live traffic also check marked.
How'd you get the bridge though?
Right here, over by where you live, you zoom into that area, see it?
Oh, okay, so go back. Okay, I'm on this other little phone, so.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how it is on the phone.
Yeah, it looks different. It's at the bottom, so I'm like, what the heck is he talking about?
You go over here by where you live in Oregon, but on the
right.
Oregon side,
Right.
and you just click on those cameras. You might have to do them individually. I don't know how it works on the phone, but you come up with the bridge. It's probably the best one tonight.
Very
Looking
cool.
north, Lewis and Clark Bridge, looking north.
I see something. I'm getting closer. I keep having to scroll in even closer and closer.
Yeah, it's easier for me on the computer.
Yeah.
You seen that gamer mouse my son got me? Did I show you that?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Check this out. The scroll button, which is 3 buttons. These 2 little buttons by where the light are changes the dots per square, the DPI.
Wow.
And then on the side over here, there is 12 other keys that you can program for things like automatic home window, copy, paste. I have volume up and down. As soon as I figure something else out, I'll have my son come play with it because he's the one that figured it out. So he's the one that gets to do it.
Well, that was nice. Yeah, I'll have to check this out and play with it.
I should have known my other computer was dying because my mouse stopped working that I've had forever. So it just started having trouble. And I'd gotten this for my son, and then I borrowed it to use it. I downloaded the program into the computer to set up all the. It's like 20 some buttons or some stuff. I mean, it's really cool. And then I kept it and bought him a new one. And then he tried to get me to give him back this one, and I made him keep the new one.
I found it.
Good. Well, bookmark Trip Check for you because it's not always. They don't have a lot in Washington, but they do have a link to Washington's site somewhere.
Well, that's cool when I can check it says US 30 at Lewis and Clark Bridge, but it's not right on the bridge.
No, it's looking at the bridge.
Yeah.
It's looking at the camera too, looking north is looking up onto the bridge.
Well, and if you look across on the second picture, looking north, it says that tight loop right there is coming off of Highway 30, and you're going to go northbound onto the bridge, and all the lights that you see across the river is the dock, the Washington dock.
I know where it's at.
Yeah, I know exactly. This is pretty dang cool. Now, do the cameras move at all? Do they change?
No, they change pictures. They take a picture every couple minutes. I'm not sure what the rotation is, but they take a picture every so many minutes. They're not like live video, but they do work pretty good at letting you know what's going on. And
go ahead.
Now, if you checked your settings right, you have weather. You also will have a thing. It'll show you all the weather stations.
Wow. And NOAA.
Warnings. Trip Check is the bomb.
I've never heard of this thing before.
Well, now you have.
Nice. Well, thank you. Hey, so you guys remember that place I was telling you about that I told you to check out in your area? Because they have like 7 of them in the state of Oregon.
Yeah.
That particular place I'm telling you about is, let me see, the second picture, the looking north picture, that sharp bend right there where the bottom of the bridge is, literally over to the right there is where I go. That's where that place, one of their places is.
Oh, cool.
I mean, it's right there. It's right below the Oregon Bridge. So that's what I was saying. I got to go there tomorrow. So that's cool. I can look at the bridge and see the traffic tomorrow.
and somewhere in all this, Cheryl, I can't remember where it is because I very rarely use it. If I want a Washington weather report, I call my brother.
Right on.
Yeah, because he lives up there just below Lewis McCord, and I shouldn't. I should have said that. But somewhere
There's many towns right there. No worries.
somewhere in here, there is a link to take you to Washington's website. I'm trying to take a quick look.
That's pretty cool because I take the Amtrak up north. You know where I'm talking about? That same place you just said. Yeah. And my kid picks me up. My adult daughter picks me up there because when he gets back, that's where he'll be stationed temporarily until they do the big move within the United States, of course.
Oh wow! I always thought they had a link. Well, I got this on a quick link. Okay, hit home. It's not over there. And they have alerts of what's closed, where it's closed, why. Weather alerts come up on one side under their own alert heading. But I could have swore.
So these pictures are tonight.
Yeah.
Whoa.
They're like, what time did it say?
I don't know, but the lights just moved and I was like, what the heck? This is now.
Yeah. This is 12:23 and it's 12:25.
Oh my God, I'm so impressed. How cool.
12:24. 1 minute ago, they just took the picture, especially on the looking north one, 1 minute ago. Looking east is 1 minute ago, and looking west is 1 minute ago. I don't know what the change is, and that one's like 5 minutes ago. So so within every so many minutes, and there's so many of these all over here. Also,
wow.
I like to. I'm not teasing you, okay, Sarah?
Okay.
Do you believe me?
Yes.
All right. She actually believed me.
You be nice.
Yeah, be nice.
Here's Tombstone Summit. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Here's Santiam Pass. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Here it is again.
Oh, we got a little bit of snow there, eh?
Oh my God.
This is Santiam Pass.
I'll pass. That's okay.
Junction. This is close to me.
Oh, right on.
Oh boy, yeah, there's a little bit of snow.
Yeah, a wee bit.
This is Diamond Lake Junction. This is where you turn off to go to Crater Lake.
Wow.
But they got these cameras everywhere. You got a favorite place in Oregon you might want to see? You look and see if there's a camera close to it. Oh, Mammoth Falls parking. I haven't done this one in so long. Oh, it's better during the day.
Oh. And you know what's really... Excuse me.
That's okay.
They have a live cam at Leavenworth, Washington. Check that out. That you will be like, oh my God, it's beautiful.
Well, I'll have to look for that.
It was gorgeous at Christmas time because they had all the Christmas lights set up and the snow was all over the ground. It's on one of the passes up north. It is beautiful. It's like a Dutch town. They've got all the windmills and everything there.
I think I've been through there.
Leavenworth. Yeah, like leaven from a bread, Leavenworth. The stuff that makes it rise or whatever.
Yeah.
Isn't that what it used to be called back in the old days, is leaven?
I think
so. Something like that. Yeah, so I just sometimes wander around and look at the different cameras. I'm glad I was able to pass on something to you. Oh, here's this one. Willamette Pass, Salt Creek Tunnel, and Willamette Pass. There's a truck there.
Wow. That's really clear on yours. Mine is not nearly that clear. But it's a really old phone that I'm looking at too. The one I'm on the good phone talking to you, and I'm on the crappy phone looking at the camera.
Yeah, well, I do also have a brand new Hewlett Packard that we upped the video card and we upped the drive. We upped everything like that as far
It
as
looks
I can
good.
take.
It looks good.
It set me back a pretty penny, but you know,
Oh, regarding your logo or whatever you call that, the heart.
Infinity Heart.
Yeah. Where did you find that? I love that picture.
Oh, so do
Oh,
I.
I was given to that by a friend. I think I have the one that's actually cropped a little more.
Really
I
cool.
do have both of them. Hang on a sec. I don't mind. Get this over here.
Yeah.
If I ever have a tattoo, it's going to be a not a perfect shaped heart. One's going to be up a little bit higher than the other, but they're going to be so much like a C that it looks like, because both of my daughters start with the letter C, and then the other one would be reversed in just a little bit different direction.
Yeah.
And then I have the infinity in there with a D in there somewhere, because I have a stepdaughter that's the letter D, and she's the same age as my youngest.
That's in my other computer. I'll go in. I'm going
Oh,
in.
it's on your page. No, I can find it on your page. I just
Yeah, I have a better one that shows the whole.
oh, okay.
This one, my symbol, this symbol here,
hmm
which is on all my broke fish and stuff. You'll
So
notice
beautiful.
that the heart is slightly clipped, and the infinity ring is slightly clipped on the side.
hmm
I
hmm
have it without that clipped.
Okay.
I didn't when I put it all up. I didn't realize it was so clipped, but I
Well,
did.
I never noticed it until you said that. So no
Most
worry,
people,
no worries.
I've had a couple people ask me what it is, and I don't know. You don't get it. It's the infinity heart. It means love for.
Well, no, I'll tell you why they ask that, because at a distance, when it's small like it is right now, if you look at the screen, you've got it small, me and you are small.
Yeah,
Excuse me. It almost looks like uh the star with the circle around it.
oh,
The pentagram. It almost looks like a pentagram from here, at that ain't. If you look at it the wrong way, I mean, it could be mistaken for that until you enlarge it, and then you can tell obviously what it is.
yeah. Yeah, I came up with that one. It was sent to me.
It's beautiful. Well, you folks, I think I'm gonna have to bounce here. I'm getting pretty
Yeah,
long.
I'm probably gonna shut this down. I've been up here for 2 hours. That gives me another something for people to view.
Well, I wanted to come up and tell Sarah her, personally, congratulations, because I'm sure it's more than that by now and tomorrow. Just keep checking it.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah,
I'm so happy for you.
I am
I'm-
too. And when I get home, I'm going to do more videos.
I'm so proud of you. See, I knew you could do it. It's just a matter of coming out of your comfort zone a little bit. Ask Brooke Fishing. See, I'm not even out of my comfort zone yet. He's done way more videos.
I just told him earlier, me getting up on panels, like the first time I went to Silver Diamond, when I got up on panel, that wasn't what I was trying to do. I was just trying to get into chat. But since I've been going up on panels, it's really brought me out of my comfort zone.
Yep, and then your
Now
link's getting posted. Yep,
Now I'm willing to do the videos.
yep. Because, you saw how fast that your sub count can grow just from people posting the link. It's just
That's
crazy.
691 on your page.
Yeah, you
But-
get a better look. This
Yeah.
is not as current as
Right.
if you were to log in.
Yeah.
But for you to grow
Look at that.
one video, almost 600 views in just 8 hours is unheard of.
Yeah,
Unless it's like a cop watch video. I mean, that's the only other time it's a big cop watch channel that you're going to see something that fast. Honestly.
yeah.
I mean, I'm talking, this is like really crazy, Sarah.
I know.
So that's the proof right there to you that those shorts.
789 views.
Shut the front door. Oh my God.
Good job, Sarah. That
Bravo, Sarah and Potato.
wow. I'd have never thought of
Crazy.
that's
That is just
ain't it?
January
it is.
January 5th, 2003, 781 views. Just January 5th.
Well, and that was hasn't even been full 24 hours. It
Right.
hasn't even been full 24 hours yet.
No.
We're all happy for you. That
Yes.
just,
Hey, you know what? It's not going to take you long if that's what you're looking to do, get monetized. I never want to be monetized because I don't want to answer to them. But, I'm just saying for the people that do want to be monetized, keep pumping them shorts out and you will have so many subscribers just off of the shorts because kids even watch the shorts. You can make them for kids if they're just animal videos.
Right.
You're not doing anything bad. You're close. You're not sitting there drinking, like some people do, you know what I mean? So kids are actually going to see it too. And they're going to share it with their friends and so on and so on and so on. And bravo, girl. Bravo. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's so awesome.
Yes, I am ecstatic over it.
801 Live. Sorry I didn't see you in there so soon.
Oh, no. Did he just come in or was it a while ago?
12:20 just came in a little bit ago. Sorry we
801.
didn't get to. We were doing a little bit of a celebration here, teaching Cheryl how to use the new app.
Congratulating Sarah.
Yes.
That is so freaking awesome.
Yes.
All right.
I will keep you posted.
You do that, girl. You know how to get a hold of me right here on Broke Fishing.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you guys. Have a good night. Sleep well.
Love you,
You too.
Cheryl.
Love you too. Good night, 801. Have a good night.
Wow, Sarah.
No kidding. Wow.
I told you all you got to do is try it.
I did.
801, there's a link in the top of the chat. Come on in, have some fun, kick back.
Oh, my Lord. Have mercy.
Okay, we're going to go back over
Thank
here
you, Jesus.
to streaming the weather a little bit. Not ignoring my chat. It's a bad thing to ignore the people that come on in. There is a link here in the top of the chat on YouTube. Smile, I'm on candid camera. There's a link here on YouTube. If you want to come on into the chat, come on in. We're just sitting here talking, checking out the weather, seeing how it's going.
Oh,
Tell me,
Lord.
give me a state, and I'll point it to the state for you. Smile, you're on candid camera. See you later. All right. Well, oh, I gotta go over here and go. Oh, she sent a link for the video. Let me go grab it over here. It's easier to grab it. For some reason, it doesn't like me to grab it that way. And
A link for what video?
huh?
A link for what video? Oh, what?
Cheryl sent a link.
Oh, potatoes video. Potato. We're gonna get some of you too. You know that. What? Really? No, lay down. Lay down.
Go on. Buddy, let her down.
Potato.
Go on, Tippy. Go.
Betty, let her go.
See where it's in. There you go. There's your potato video.
Yes. Oh.
And then you right click and we'll just loop.
Potato.
See if I can get some of that short look. No. Oh, walking across.
Yeah.
Potato.
Like and subscribe to Sarah. She's going to be putting out more with Potato, the Sulphur Cockatoo. All right. Oh, what did that? What does it tell me? Arrow.
I'm telling you what?
This one. Potato the Superstar. It's easier to read the chats over here.
Yes, Potato has become a sensation. I love it. I am so ecstatic over it. Oh my god. I can't believe it. I mean, I just think it's
All right. I really am thinking of getting off here for the night, unless you want to see if somebody else comes in. But it's been pretty slow tonight.
yeah, it has been.
There's one watching now.
Oh, I wonder who. Is that Cheryl? Well, it could be Cheryl. Is that Cheryl? Well, it could be Cheryl. Love you, Cheryl.
Yeah, you sleep well, Cheryl, and you have a good night. I'm going to just give a little look out here on the weather. Full screener. Let everybody take a better look at this, what's going on. I'm going to put it to 6 hours so you get a better idea what you've been experiencing coming in tonight. Here's the download. Here's the down low on the down low. I already collapsed the other page, but here's the Canadian border. Washington, Oregon, California, they're all getting slammed. We'll go down south here. We got some stuff coming up across Baja, out of the Sea of Cortez, over to where my other really good friend lives down here in southeast Arizona. Then we'll come over here and do the little looky poo at where we have a friend that lives over here in Oklahoma. Am I saying that right? I'm probably not saying that right. He'll probably tell me in the morning I'm saying that wrong. Isn't it Oklahoma? Got a couple friends that live down here in Texas. We'll take a look at that if they ever come into my channel. Okay, now we're going to swing across the bottom side. Florida, Georgia. Here's a look for you guys. This is at 12:43 a.m. on Saturday. All right, we're going to start moving her up the coast. You know where you're at. I don't have to name it more. I'll just name out the ones where I got friends at. I know some people in Tennessee, over here in Tennessee. We go up over here. This last 6 hours. We'll go up over here. New York's looking better than it was. We'll go up here. We were up in Ontario tonight on a live feed, or there was somebody up in Ontario, so we'll just take a look at this. Swing it across here. I'll actually back it out one. There's a better look.
Yes, Mom will stop and get some peroxide and gloves tomorrow.
For what?
Her ear.
Oh. And there's that.
But I have
So
to
we're
have
going
gloves
to
'cause
back
I
it
have
out a
an
little
allergy to
bit. We're going to come across. There you go. Maybe my buddy, maybe little man's friend is in. Rogue. There's a look at Ontario, Rogue. We'll get the whole thing in there for you. Ooh, -13. Hell no. Oh, forgot to look over here at our buddy Jay's house area. Oh, that was too much. I'll go one clip at a time. Here we go. There's Iceland.
Oh, wow.
Here we go. And I know we got that one buddy that lives up in this area.
Where the hell are you at?
Canada.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there's that. Maybe one clip out. Get a better look. Boy, I don't like that one step out, does it?
No.
We come over here. Look at the Bering Sea, Alaska. This is probably going to be coming our way too off of Russia there. But look at the Bering Sea. She's pumping up. That's pumping up the Bering Sea. It's got a good spin to it. It's reaching all the way from Alaska to Russia. So that's a pretty good one. Those usually swing down in like this too. It's going to drop out of the Bering Sea most likely down into this. It's going to do this ice churn is what one of my buddies used to call it. This is going to spin some of this stuff, get spin back around. It's hard to say where it's going to go. We'll go down here and look at the tropics, see what that says. Go over here off of Japan. Just see what she's doing. Well, there's the whole Pacific. I'm pretty sure this is Hawaii right here. It looks like Hawaii. Yeah. So it's all north of Hawaii. There's some building off of Japan over here. All right, everybody, I'm pretty sure you got it. We'd like to thank you for coming in and viewing, and I try to have an inspirational words every day, and I think there's only 2 for today. Be nice. And we're going to get off here. Oh, gotta go over here. Yep, getting ready to get off. And we'd like to thank you for coming in and paying attention to us and sitting here and listening, commenting, subscribing, hitting the buttons. Please share Cracking in the Box. We really want to push him getting subscribers. We're shooting for 1 million for that young man before we're shooting for 1 million. We'd also like to push Sarah Fuller with her. We're pushing Sarah's channel or Potato's channel. We just have Sarah's name on it. Go check out her short videos with Potato the Cockatoo. And you have a nice day. And as always, like, subscribe, hit the bell, leave a comment. Heck, hit the thumbs down. It's still a reaction. But like, subscribe, comment, share out the channels. And you have a nice day. And we're glad you stopped by, and we'll see you in the AM maybe.
Bye.